Thank you guys for coming to our VSSA Olympic opening ceremony. Today we get to celebrate a lot of our student athletes, both current and alumni, and we're so thankful that you are all here to be a part of it with us. We are going to start with a Parade of Nations, a celebration. The Olympics are a global celebration of sport and athleticism and coming together. And so we're going to start with a Parade of Nations. When you hear your country, please cheer loud.
Yeah, so first we got Mexico!
Vive la France!
Class of 2018, and she has some things to say.
Hi, my name is Tess Johnson, and I am a 2018 Olympian and just qualified for the 2026 Olympics for Team USA in freestyle mogul skiing. Competing for Team USA in the Olympics is really the greatest honor of my life. It is being a part of something bigger than myself, which is extra special in an individual sport. Team USA is definitely the most competitive team to qualify for, so that is incredibly special, and it brings me a lot of pride, but especially just representing my country and wearing the stars and stripes at the biggest stage in athletics means the world to me and my family and my hometown. So really looking forward to it, and yeah, go Team USA.
Next, we have a video from Kai Owens, class of 2022.
Hi VSSA, it's Kai Owens. I just wanted to come on here and say thank you so much to everyone there for all their continued support through the years. I attended VSSA from 5th grade all the way to senior year and graduated in 2022. That same year I also attended the Beijing Olympics, and I had been on the US ski team since freshman year. So I couldn't have gotten there without the support of the academic coaches and the teachers that worked with me to continue learning and catching up on all the work that I missed while I was on tour and traveling. Their support just really set me up for success now. I'm a student at the University of Utah, and I am officially retired from skiing as of August. So I'm just super grateful for everyone there at VSSA, and I hope you guys are all getting really excited to watch Milan. I know opening ceremonies are coming up this week, so go Team USA, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Bye.
No, it is your Olympics. Please go.
So the Olympic Games are great. You get a free jacket and tie. And there's lots of other good things from it as well. But you know, qualifying for the Olympic Games, Yes, it's difficult. It's easier for some than others. Every country is different. If you want to get on the Swiss downhill team, you probably have to be on a couple of World Cup podiums. If you want to get on the British ski jumping team, you probably need to show up and have a go at a ski jump and you're in. As any of you will have known from watching Eddie the Eagle. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the 4 Olympics that I was lucky enough to go to, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about my feelings on Olympics in general. So my first Olympics were in '84, Sarajevo, in a country that no longer exists today, called Yugoslavia. And it was a wonderful Olympics. All the people were supporting very well, and we would go out at night afterwards, after our events, and drink Slivovitz brandy and sing songs about Yugoslavia. We had no idea that 7 years later, they would all be literally killing each other in a huge civil war. The Serbs and the Croats and the Bosnians. And it was a sign for us just how quickly things can go bad if you allow ancient hatreds between ethnic groups to get out of hand. But the next 3 Olympics I did were great. Calgary, Lillehammer in Canada, Norway. These are real winter sports countries. They loved it. The 4th ones I did in Albertville, not so good because it was very spread out. We were racing in a ski resort called Val d'Isère, which is wonderful. It's a great place to be, but the ice hockey players and the figure skaters and the bobsledders were all in different places, miles away. And unfortunately, this is a problem of the modern Olympics. They are getting very spread out. You know, if you drive from Bormio, where the men's alpine races are going to be this Olympics, to Cortina, where the women's alpine races are going to be, it's about a 4-hour drive, so it's very spread out. You know, I had a friend who actually met his future wife at the Lillehammer Olympics. He was on the British team, she was on the Argentinian ski team, and now they live in London and have 2 kids. Maybe this year that won't be possible because of the distance. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Olympic Games in general. And I'm going to focus on the word games. Games are something that we play, something we do to have fun. It's the opposite of work, right? You guys all know that. Play in the morning, work in the afternoon, right? The teachers are giving me dirty looks now. But you know, it's such a weird thing. Play, what's the reason for it? You know, you could say the whole purpose of sport is that it has no purpose. Like if an alien landed from the planet Mars and they said, so what are you doing today? Oh, we like to fill up this pig's bladder with air, and we go to a field and 11 people try and kick the ball past 11 people who are trying to kick it in the opposite direction. Okay. Or sometimes we throw the ball. Okay. Or we get a field that's covered in snow on a bit of a slope, and we attach a couple of sticks to our feet and we slide down the snow. And the alien's going, okay. And then the alien's going, so you have a whole school, you have several schools that are simply dedicated to sliding down these snowy fields on these sticks, or sliding across an icy pond, hitting a little stone with a stick. An alien would say, this is silly, you're just being silly. So what is the purpose of sport? Why do we even do it? Well, I want to think back to the original Olympics in Greece over 2,000 years ago. And the best thing about the Olympics in Greece was they stopped fighting each other. For the 2 weeks of the Olympics, all wars were temporarily ceased. They all got together and they just had the Olympics, sports, a lot of the sports we still have today, like javelin throwing, discus throwing. And I like to think that sport itself got its start when we had two villages thousands of years ago, and there were two wise leaders, and they said, hang on, why do we just keep killing each other with spears and arrows? We could save a lot of lives if we just have a competition. We pick one or two people who can throw a spear really far, and we pick someone who can shoot an arrow really accurately, and we have a competition, and whoever wins the competition, that village gets the bragging rights for the next 4 years, and maybe they win 100 sheep from the other village or something like that. Okay? So, you know, now we're beginning to see the purpose of sport. It's not just a metaphor for war. You know, quite often when we talk about sport, oh, how was the ski race today? Oh, you know, it was so rutted. It was a real battle coming down through that slalom course. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a battle. It was something we do instead of having a battle. And that's pretty important. Another important thing about sport is the byproduct. All you guys are doing a very useless activity with a very useful byproduct. Every time you set that alarm for 4:30 a.m. to go ski in that lane at Copper, you are learning perseverance and resilience. You're learning determination. You're learning dedication. You know, if you think, oh, I might just roll over and not get on that bus to Copper. No, I better do it. You know, I promised my coach I would do it. And these are qualities that will serve you well in real life after sport. Sport is not real life. It's fun. But you're learning things that will help you when life is maybe a little less fun. Although you've always got to try and have fun. Talking of fun, I'm going to wrap up, but just talking about the next 2 weeks, okay, it's going to be wonderful. You know, there's a 41-year-old lady with a couple of dodgy knees who everyone is very excited about. I'm sure we'll be watching her. And for 2 weeks, we are going to forget a little bit about the wars that are going on, and the politics, and the conflict, and the arguments, and the suffering, and the strife. We're going to forget about those for 2 weeks, and we're just going to watch these silly people sliding around, having fun on snow and ice. And I'll be watching. So let the games begin. Thank you.
Thank you for that great speech. Zoe, if you're here, can you please stand up? Yay! So we'll have a small speech for Zoe. She's a VSSA class of 2015 and on Team USA.
Hello everyone, my name is Zoe and I'm a graduate of Milano-Cortina Snowboard Academy and a 2022 Winter Olympian for women's snowboard halfpipe. My brother and I attended Milano-Cortina Snowboard Academy for our high school years, and I can honestly say that my time spent here was some of the most formative years of my entire life. Just the traits that I learned, such as he was saying, perseverance, time management, all of that will be so applicable to you later in your life. It also highlighted the emphasis of education while pursuing the sport you love. And we all want to think we'll be able to do our sport for forever and we're going to make up $1 jillion and it's never going to end. But at some point your career is going to end, and it's always important to have something to fall back on. And Thankfully, through the U.S. snowboard team, I was able to get a full ride scholarship to college, and so while I was competing, I was able to attend college and got a degree in marketing and graduated with honors. So I'm still competing now, but when I'm done, I'll be set up, so I'm really grateful for that. So I hope you guys all have a great season, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Now we're going to have Mr. Steninger come up and teach us a little Olympic history.
Hi, everybody. Honestly, Mr. Bell did a better job than I ever could, so thank you, Mr. Bell, for that. The one thing that I want to really highlight, the Olympics, like Mr. Bell said, has a vision of building a better world through sport. And to achieve that, they have the values of excellence, respect, and friendship. And I think for us, here at VSSA, we have the opportunity, right, to live those values as our VSSA values, right? Excellence, respect, and friendship. So I just wanted to just emphasize what Mr. Bell said of how this really is an opportunity for the entire world to come together and to remember the things that really kind of have all of us have in common around the world, which is why the Parade of Nations is so exciting, which is why seeing everybody from all different corners of the world compete is so exciting. And then that excellence piece. We are living that excellence piece every day. Your teachers see it. Your coaches see it. So keep doing what you guys are doing. This is awesome.
Next, we have the VSSA students who are going to the Olympics for 2026. Milano-Cortina. So we have Oliver Martin, he's a senior.
So a little bit about Ollie. He's attended VSSA since 5th grade. Ollie Martin exploded into the global snowboarding stage at just 16 years old, with a debut 2024 to 25 World Cup season that pushed the limits of progression and performance. The Colorado native made history during early season training in Dubai, becoming the youngest rider to ever land a 2160 and the only rider in the world to stomp both a front side and a backside 2160. Martin simultaneously secured his first career World Cup podium and victory at the 2025 Calgary Snow Rodeo, etching his name in the history books once again as the youngest male rider to win a World Cup slopestyle event. The victory secured his spot at the 2025 World Championships in Switzerland, where he delivered once more, earning bronze medals in both slopestyle and big air. We are so proud of him, and we're so excited to cheer him on.
She doesn't know that I'm here. I'm grandma of Olive. My older brother, Chuck Ferries, and my little sister, Barb Ferries, were Olympians way back in the 50s. So, in the family.
On this slide here, we actually are showing that he is the third Olympian in his family. So his great aunt and great uncle Barbara and Chuck Ferries represented the U.S. in the 1960s. So their sister and Ollie's grandmother is here today, and you can please stand so we can cheer for you. And your family. finals, we're gonna make a quick videos to send to our VSSA athletes. So we're gonna do a cheer really quick. We're gonna say, "Let's go Ollie," and we're gonna clap. Okay. Ready? Let's go Ollie! Let's go Ollie! Let's go Ollie! Let's go Ollie!
Next we have Lasse Gaxiola. He's a senior, and Lasse is a Vail local who joined VSSA in high school. Lasse Gaxiola is a promising Mexican alpine ski racer who is making his mark on the international ski racing scene. Born into a ski racing family, Lasse is the son of celebrated ski racer Sarah Schlepper and Mexican national team coach Federico Gaxiola. Lasse is determined to carve his own legacy in the sport, representing Mexico on the Olympic stage. Lasse has shown impressive potential in his young career. His notable achievements includes earning a silver medal at the prestigious Pinocchio International Race in Italy, marking his first podium in international competition. Lasse will compete in GS and slalom, so look for him in the Parade of Nations during Friday's opening ceremony. And so we also have another cheer for Lasse, so that we can send it to him. So it goes, Viva Lasse! Viva Lasse! Viva Lasse! Viva Lasse!
And next up we have Annie Zerbe. VSSA since middle school. She's making history as the youngest Irish athlete to ever compete in alpine skiing at the Olympics. After celebrating her milestone birthday last December, she joins the squad not just as a competitor, but as a record breaker. Zerbe's Olympic journey is a tribute to her Irish heritage. Her family roots run through Rosemount, Ireland, the home of her grandmother. By hitting the slopes for Ireland, Annie connects her world-class athletic drive with her Westmeath lineage, representing the next generation of Irish talent on the global stage. We are so excited for Annie, and she's going to compete in GS and slalom, and is a flag bearer for Ireland in the Olympic Parade of Nations on Friday. And we have a chant for her, so we're going to say, "Go, Annie, go! Go, Annie, go! Go, Annie, go! Go, Annie, go! Go, Annie, go!"
Okay, next we have our alumni who are going to the Olympics. So we have Tess Johnson, class of 2018, and we have Hannah Norman, class of 2023. And next we have Kyle Negamir. Next we have Faye Thielen. Next we have Paula Molson. Let's do a little cheer for them too. So it goes, USA! 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 USA!
So today we'll also be congratulating our aspiring Paralympians, Meg and Spencer. We're really excited for them. The Paralympic team will be announced February 17th, so stay tuned. We're really excited to see, and yeah, congrats. We're so proud of you, Meg. We're gonna do a chant for her too. It's gonna go, "Let's go, Meg!
to go to the Paralympics. So let's give it up. So now these are just our SSCB athletes, so Ski and Snowboard Club Vail. So we have Lily DeWanaway for snowboard slopestyle, and we also have Jake Pates for snowboard halfpipe, and we also have Alex Ferreira for free ski halfpipe. Let's do a little round of applause for them.
We have also some more for Alpine, so for the U.S. Michaela Schifrin. Also for the U.S. Lindsey Vaughn. River Radamus. And for Jamaica, Henry Rivers And then for Mexico, Sarah Schlepper.
Next, we have some mogul athletes. So Elizabeth Lemley. Next, we have Olivia Gaccio. And next, we have Jalen Cobb.
Okay, so we're going to do a little VSSA athletic achievements. So please stand up if you have landed a new trick this season. I'm sure some of you. Good job, guys. We're so proud. All right. Next up, who has been on a podium this season? Good job, guys. And if you achieved a personal best, please stand up. Great job, guys. That's amazing. We also want to recognize two of our athletes that are not here today. First, Mari Brennick, who just won a NORAM today. She just won. That's a really big deal, and we're really proud of her. So when she comes back, or if you text her or something, congratulate her. That's a pretty big deal. And then also another athlete that's on here, Levi Flock. He won second place in the Revelstoke Big Mountain, which is really awesome. Congrats, Levi. We're really proud of you.
And next, there's some student celebrations. So, could the 6th grade spelling bee champ stand up?
Hey guys, Cal Negamir here. I'm on my way to my first Olympic Games in Bormio and just wanted to take a second to check in and say hi. I think 8 years ago I was in those exact same chairs in the same gymnasium listening to people who are in the same position I'm in now. And I never really thought that I would be in that position someday, but I knew that if I, at the very least, did the little things right day after day, the things that no one could really see, that I'd get where I wanted to be eventually. Or at the very least, I'd be a better person in the process. You guys have every opportunity in the world available to you, being in a place like Vail and having a school that lets you run around and play in the mountains every day. So I hope you appreciate that and take advantage of every opportunity to be passionate about something. It doesn't matter what, but take the time to really give a shit about something, and don't be afraid to try hard and potentially fail. So good luck, you guys, and I'll be cheering.
That was Kyle Negan here. He's class of 2017, and he's going to go to the Olympics this year for alpine skiing. And then, yeah, guys, we're done, but
Alright, we're going to be back here tomorrow, right after lunch, because we have a live watch party. Ollie is competing in the qualifiers for Big Air, so we will be back here to watch him live.